Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Osereme, and in today's video we're going to be making this beautiful bubu dress you see on the screen right now. It's very simple and it's beginners friendly. So if you're interested in this, definitely keep on watching, and if you're still here to subscribe, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and let us get started with this video. To make this dress, I'm going to be making use of these two fabrics here. I have the Adire crepe here. It usually comes in about 4 to 5 yards, so I just got full one here. It should be about 4 to 5 yards. And then this one is Chantilly lace. I have about 2 yards here, but what you need is just about 1 yard or even half yard. I decided not to get a white lace because the Adire I'm using doesn't even have an atom of white at all, so I just felt this pink fabric would fit in better than using a pure white when there's even no white at all in my Adire. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold my fabric. So I folded my fabric into two and I ironed it out. So I have 1 and 2. So each one is folded into two, and this is like the center for one and this is the other one. So these two pieces that I've cut out now is for the front and back separately. Okay, so this is like the center, this would be the shoulder here. So I have front and back separately. So I just ironed them out separately so that I'll be able to cut out the different necklines. So now let's go ahead and draw out our neckline. So for the front neckline, I'm going to be using a V because that was what was used on this dress. So I'll go in by about 2.5 inches first for my neck width. Okay, and then I'm going to come down. Now this is a deep V neckline. Okay, so I checked it on myself and decided to use about 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches here. So I'm going to just connect these 2 points together to give me a V neckline. Now this is the neckline for the front. For the back neckline, it's going to be a round neckline. So what I'll do is come down by about 1.5 inch for the neck depth of the back, and then I'm just going to curve it to meet the same neck width that we had for the front. Okay, so now once you're through with this, the next thing you want to do is you can just go ahead and cut it out. You can cut the back together with the front, but when you're cutting the front, you have to cut the front V neckline alone so that you don't have a V neckline both in front and back. Okay, so this is the front and this is the back right here. So now once you're through with this, the next thing you want to do is you want to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2, which I've marked here. And from here, you want to determine how long you want the sleeve to be. You know, this is a quarter long sleeve, so just from your shoulder you can just determine where you want, how big you want this bubu to be as regards to sleeves. So I decided to come down by about 13 inches for the length of my sleeve, but it is quarter long with the bubu. All right, once you chip with this, the next thing you want to do is determine how wide you want your sleeve to be. So I'm just considering probably 11 or 9. It actually depends on how wide you want it to be. Okay, so I've marked 11 here for now, and then from my center I'm going in by my hip measurement divided by 4. So my hip measurement divided by 4 is somewhere around 9 inches. But you know, this is a bubu and it needs to have a lot of allowances and all of that. So I have a lot of excess, which is perfect for this bubu. If it's your bust that is bigger than your hip, use your bust measurement divided by 4 to take this measurement. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I decided to use 9 inches instead of 11 for my armhole depth. So I just marked it now, and then from here I just decided to go in a little bit, and then I'm just going to take this down. Okay, so I'm going to take this all the way down to the end of this dress, which is like the full length of the dress. So after I was through with that, the next thing I want to do is from my shoulder, I'm going to determine how long this bubu dress is going to be. Of course, it is very long. So for me, I want it to be 57 inches by the time I'm done with everything. So I marked it at 58 right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw this across. So we've gotten the body of our bubu, all right? And now I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out following the lines that we just made. So I will cut out the sleeve first, as you can see, and then go in by the little I went in by, and then just take this all the way down. Don't be held back again. So now I'm done, and the next thing I want to do is to just connect the end of my V neckline to the armhole here, the end of the armhole. It's very simple. I'll just use a straight ruler for this. I'm sorry the V neckline area is not showing. It's just where my V neckline stopped that I'm marking this from. So I will just use my marker here to mark from the end of the V neckline all the way to the end of the armhole, and I'm just going to be cutting it out. But please note that we are only cutting it out for the front part and not the front and back. So I'll raise the front up and just go ahead and cut it out. So now this is the upper front piece. I'm going to go ahead and cut this on my lace. Let's go ahead and take this other side off. So I'll just cut this on my lace. This is what we are going to use to replace the upper part of the front. So for my lace, I just went ahead to, it's currently folded into two. If you're using a thick lace, you will not need to get double. But for me, I'm using a lace that it has a lot of holes, and I'm not comfortable with my body showing inside of my boo-boo. So what I did at first was I cut out only one layer, which is folded into two, and then you just cut it out exactly as it is right now. After I was done cutting it out, I later realized that it was too light. So what I decided to do was to double this. So instead of cutting out just 2 pieces, I cut out 4 in total. So I used the lace as a lining for each part. So I doubled the lace on each part so that it reduces the amount of holes that I have on the lace and prevent my body from showing so much. Okay, so that was what I ended up doing here. So at this point where I filmed this place, I only cut out just 2 because I thought I'll be able to use just the 2 like this, but you can see it has a lot of holes. So what I decided to do was to cut out extra 2 and then use them as lining for these pieces. Okay, so I basically just stitched them together on the neckline area to line the 2 of them together, and that was basically it. So this is what I mean. You can see the holes here are no longer showing so much because I've doubled each piece. So instead of just 2 pieces, I ended up cutting out 4, and then I just made my stitch at the neckline area to just join the both pieces together. So I have this one now for one side and then the other one for the other side, and you can see what I did here. So I just made my stitch at the V neckline area to join the both of them together, and that was basically it. Okay, so what I did was just to prevent me from having so many holes on the neckline area and having my body showing in that part. So now the next thing you want to do is to determine the center of the bodice. That's the body part of your dress where the V neckline stopped before. Okay, and then you're just going to place these V necklines on it, on top, right sides facing each other, upside down like I'm doing here. So you just need to determine the center. For me, it was easy because there's already a gator line from the ironing that I did before. So for me, it was just for me to place the V necklines exactly on that gator line and then pin it towards the sides. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Step fear in the face. So now I will go over to the sewing machine and just make a straight stitch to join these 2 pieces together, and it's going to look something like this by the time I'm done. Alright guys, I'm done stitching it down and I've gone ahead to iron it out. So you can see our beautiful neckline here, and you can see our upper part well done. Now for the back neckline, I went ahead to cut out a facing and just use it to turn the neckline of the back, and this is what it looks like. You can also use a bias to turn this if you want to. So now basically what we're going to go ahead and do is to join the front and the back pieces now on the shoulders, which is very simple. So you just place them right sides facing each other. So because the back already has a facing, I will just use the back facing to cover off the neck, the shoulder area like this. So just use it to cover it off so that you have a neat finishing at that area. And I'm just going to go ahead and pin it all the way through and do the exact same thing for the other side as well. So I'll go ahead and stitch it down here and do the exact same thing for this other side. So guys, after I was done making my stitches, this is what it looked like. And this is the sleeve area. I went ahead to fold around it as well and did the same thing for the other side. So now the next thing we have to do is to finish up these, and that's basically to join the sides, which is also very simple. So just turn your whole dress over to the wrong side and put the sides together. So from the armhole, just go ahead and pin it down, just like you see me doing like this. And we're just going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch down the areas that we pinned down. So I'll go ahead and stitch this down here and do the exact same thing for the other side as well. And of course, I'll finish up the bottom by stitching around the hem. So after I was done with everything, this is what I have. You can see the sides are stitched down, looking really neat. And this is the bottom area that I've stitched down as well. And yeah, that's basically all for the making of this. It is beginners friendly, and I hope that you guys find it helpful. I'll definitely be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.